Here is the 5 a.m. advisory on what is now Hurricane Idalia. Winds of 75 miles an hour, movement towards the north at 14. And the plan is for Idalia to still make landfall tomorrow morning as a major hurricane in the Big Bend region of Florida. And what's new this morning from yesterday is not only is it a hurricane, but the cone has shifted just to the west a little bit. Now, a reminder that the cone does not show you where impacts are going to happen. It's just a forecast of where the center, most intense part of the storm is going to go. Its impacts are going to be wide-reaching beyond that. As soon as it moves through Georgia, it reemerges over the Atlantic near Charleston and maintains tropical storm status for a couple of days. But we do have tropical storm warnings in effect right now for Southwest Florida because they will be feeling the impacts today down there. A hurricane warning for the Tampa area up through the Big Bend region over towards St. George's Island, but then inland where the storm is going to come inland. So for the Valdosta area down towards Gainesville, Lake City, Florida, right near the Interstate 75, Interstate 10 intersection. Tropical storm warnings surround that include several Georgia counties. Now tropical storm watches from Savannah up through Charleston, and that does now include Telfair, Wheeler, Montgomery, and Toombs counties for us in central Georgia. So McRae, Lumber City, Jacksonville, Vidalia, all included within that. So think about that. Tropical storm Idalia going to impact Vidalia. Try saying that in the same sentence. So here we go with tropical future view as we work our way into the overnight hours. 1 a.m. a strong hurricane just off the coast of Tampa, and then play this forward into tomorrow morning. There we are at 7 a.m. The eye wall beginning to come ashore. The rain bands beginning here in the southern extent of our area. So that's going to be Crisp County, Wilcox County, over towards Telfair County. And then we get later into the morning. Here comes some more widespread rain across central Georgia, the heaviest part of the storm coming across the Georgia state line. Then we roll our way into the afternoon hours. There we are at 5 p.m. and that's when the back edge really begins to pull away. Still hanging on to some strong wind gusts, but the bulk of it will begin to move past central Georgia. Let's check out those wind gusts. So what we're seeing here at 4 p.m. is widespread tropical storm force winds from, say, the Dublin and Eastman area and point southward. That's actually borderline hurricane force winds there in the Douglas area. And then according to the graph, it begins to pull away by the time we get to the 7 o'clock hour. But I mentioned that the 5 o'clock hour is when we're going to see the rain end. Notice we're still hanging on to strong wind gusts back on the other side of that. In terms of where the center of the storm is going to go, I would not lock in on the center part of the track. And the reason why is we check out the GFS model here, and you're going to see it's tracking to the west a bit, which of course pulls it closer to central Georgia. So if that were to happen, again, widespread tropical storm force wind gusts across central Georgia. I'm talking 40, 50, maybe even 60 miles an hour. 4 hours on end. This is not a quick mover like a summertime storm. And then it's going to last into Wednesday evening and into Thursday morning and finally get out of here. In terms of rainfall, widespread 5 to 7 inches of rain. According to the GFS, if it were to come right through central Georgia, we would be looking at those totals. The European has it just a little more further east. Regardless, it is a lot of rain no matter how you slice it. So here is the timeline and what you need to know. Beginning at noon tomorrow, that is going to be the heaviest part of the storm. That's going to continue to about 9 p.m. Same with the heavy rain, 40-mile-an-hour winds plus 5 to 7 inches of rain. No tornado threat, but I am concerned about power outages beginning tomorrow afternoon and lasting into the overnight hours. If you absolutely need power, I would have backup plans because it does look like that's going to be a distinct possibility.